Well, Dick, it's sure a nice place you got here, and some nice cars in it, I must say.
Thank you.
You must have been collecting cars for a while.
About 15 years.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And you brought out a couple really nice ones today. I don't know if these are your favorites or if you just picked these, but 2 convertibles on a day like this in North Georgia, you can't beat it.
That's right.
So what we got here, we got a nice 59 Chevy Impala with pretty much all the goodies. Where'd you find this baby?
I found it down in Dothan, Alabama.
Really? Now, was it restored or was it in good shape or what?
It was already restored. The guy had mag wheels on it, which I took those off and put it back originally, and also put fender skirts on it.
I do like the fender skirts.
Yeah, these cars were made for fender skirts.
They really were.
Yep.
Now, I didn't remember them being two-tone or having a two-tone option, but then when I saw this, I went, oh yeah, you could.
That was an option they had back in '59.
And that's it's so interesting with this car because GMs in '59 had these wild back ends.
Right.
The big fins, but they flattened them out. And to two-tone it where, the deck lid is one color, the collar is the other color, and the trim stripe goes with the deck lid is just awesome.
Yes.
But the wild thing about 59s, of course, is right here.
My grandkids call it the Batman car.
Yeah, I always thought Siamese cat. But that's distinctive. I mean, never before and never since
Right.
did Chev have a tail light like that. But I always liked that. And in the '60s, they went with the 1, 2, 3 Impala light, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically,
right.
And I think it changed the whole rear end of the car.
Yes.
Now this car's got quite a few options too. I mean, was that one of the reasons you went after it?
No, I was going after 59 Impala convertible. I've been looking for the convertible.
Yeah.
And that's what, but the car having the 4-speed and having a 348 with 3.2s even made it better.
Well, yeah.
So it's a pretty peppy car.
I bet.
A fun car to drive.
Now, is that original interior? I mean, it's been reshot, I'm assuming.
This is original interior in it. The exterior of it is a different color. It's not a standard Chevy color.
What was it originally?
I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine it's probably a silver car.
Oh, because of the interior?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so that's the original fabric and hasn't
Yes.
not shown any more wear than that?
Exactly.
Man, that's very nice. And a factory 4-speed car.
Yes.
So even that funky bent shifter lever, that's what they looked like in
That's
15.
what they look like. You had to reach down to push them into gear.
But you looked cool when you did it, I bet.
Right.
But I think in addition to the taillights, which I think are incredibly cool on a 59, that dash is, I think, one of the best dashes ever in an automobile.
Yeah.
And was that 59 only?
No, 60 had the same dash in it.
Did it really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know street riders love those.
Yeah. Because
they look good in anything. They're so futuristic looking. And of course the center rear seat speaker, I always liked that in the Chevs. And that was I think that began in '58, didn't it?
58, that's correct.
Kind of when the Impala began almost, yeah. Well, so under the hood, you've actually got a factory 348 tri-power car?
Right.
Well, let's look at that.
Let's look at it.
Let's look at that, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, is that a? I guess that's a mechanical linkage.
Yes.
In those. How tough is that to keep lined up and working fine?
Really, not any problem.
No kidding.
I've had a couple tri-power cars and GMs, and there aren't any problem at all.
Wow. And this was, let's see, how long did they use the 348? That went away in a.
In '61, they took that engine and made a 409 out of it.
So how does this one run though?
Runs good.
Does she?
Yeah, in a little while we'll have to take it out and run it.
Well, heck, what do you say we do that now? It's such a nice morning.
Let's do that.
All right, close her up.
All right.
You don't mind if I
No,
drive?
no.
My kind of guy.
You got a driver's license, don't you?
Well, they haven't taken it away lately, so yeah, I do. Welcome back to My Classic Car. Smooth, very smooth. Boy, you do have to you got to kind of reach for that shifter.
That's right,
first,
way down there.
But the shifts into second and fourth are a blast. Now you get your cars out and exercise them fairly frequently, don't you? Do cruise-ins and stuff?
Yeah, cruise-ins, and I drive them to work. I usually on Sunday I drive one to church. They always wonder what I'm driving. Everybody knows. There's one place on the end that I park at. Everybody knows what I'm gonna come to when the one driving.
We're showing up to church on Sunday just to lights, and you got your interior lights going. I mean, this was, you were something in 55 in this car.
Yes, sure was.
Well, I love the back end, but the front ends are equally cool. Let's go and check out some of the trim up there.
All right. This takes a lot after the Lincoln, and if you notice this front end, you'll see a lot of things you see on the Lincoln. The teeth in the bumper, the bullets on there. Lincoln had the same thing, and they really patterned the Mercury a lot after the Lincoln.
And you got your jet there as the hood ornament, you know. And even with the spelling out the Merc, that was very much a Lincoln thing too.
Right, exactly.
You know, so it does. It's got a lot of Lincoln look to it. Under the hood we have?
Oh, we have a real pretty engine. They use some wild colors.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? So that's a 292?
292. That's right.
Okay. And the yellow block?
Yellow block this year, last year in 54, and back it was a green block.
And then the green valve covers and the big honking air cleaner. I guess that's an oil bath.
Yes, it is. Sounds good. Got some glass backs on it.
Oh yeah. Well, this is another great cruising car, great cruising day. What do you say we take this one out?
That sounds good.
All right, close her up. Let's do it. Welcome back to My Classic Car. This is a cruiser, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're right. It's not a muscle car, but boy, is it.
Well, you know, once you get on the road, though, it'll move on down the road.
Boy, what a perfect.
No, we've had a bunch of days over 100 degrees and no breeze whatsoever. It's just in the last 4 or 5 days that it started cooling down.
These are also popular cars for the customizers.
Yeah.
You know, they like dropping these down a little bit, and they do look good lowered a bit.
Of course, that 51 was a real popular one. You know, that James Dean era, they want to shave them and chop and section them. And
well, they put big steering wheels back then, didn't they?
They did.
You knew you had something.
I know that was a little bit out of line. I know.
But and you know, you've got a bunch of cars. You're always tweaking something on them. And especially if you got a few of them, it's hard to keep up with them all. Yeah, this was it was 57 that Lincoln started getting real square and really kind of edgy in their angles. This is still a very smooth flowing, rounded car.
Right.
Well, they're stylish cars. I mean, and especially in the 50s. I just think it was such a golden era for cruising. But it sure looks good going down the road. Yeah. This car really looks nice on the road. Man, there's just nothing like cruising in a couple of fine 50s convertibles on a sunny day in North Georgia. And Dick's got a few more that are just as nice. So I think I'm gonna have to just invite myself back. Next week, we'll travel to the Hilton Head Concours d'Elegance in South Carolina. This is a great setting for what is definitely an up-and-coming Concours. Plus, we'll look at rust treatment and prevention for your ride. So until our next meeting, remember, honor the timeless classics. I'm Dennis Gage. Happy motoring.